Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF44 coming into another video. All right, so Trey Mann and Davis Bertans are with the Hornets now, and Gordon Hayward's $31 million ahead to OKC. OKC is paying a hell of a lot of money to assure that Gordon Hayward lands with them instead of signing with the Lakers or somebody else in the buyout market. Or they intend to buy him out themselves, which I don't think they are, because they're a win-now team. He's a win-now player, and he can really help them on the floor. Davis Bertans' contract was nothing to be desired, so I'm sure they're happy to get out from under that. Given the fact that Gordon Hayward is expected to expire, I believe his contract is expiring here. Maybe they were looking forward to having that come off the books just in general. So for that, I can see why maybe they'd be willing to get out from under Davis Bertans' contract. Trey Mann is a young player that I like a lot. Another guard going up to Charlotte, which is devastating because they already have too many guards in rotation. Who knows whose minutes he's going to be eating away from, or who's going to be eating his minutes, or if he'll even get any playing time up there. That sucks for him big time. But I think OKC is kind of happy to get off Davis Bertans. Problem is, Davis was only making 17. Trey is only making 3. So that means there's more salary fillers coming in on this trade. OKC's giving up more, maybe even both of their trade exceptions that come from 2 players. I'm not really sure the names of those players, but I think they have $7 million worth of trade exceptions. That still doesn't get them to where Gordon Hayward's contract is. So they're spending a lot of money to try to get that $31 million to come off their books at the end of the season. I guess that's how I'll take it. But for me, it just seems kind of strange that he could have just been gotten in the buyout market. But the idea is they don't get him. He goes to the Lakers. He goes somewhere. Like, he's not going to land at OKC, and they really want that piece. So, I don't know, man. I don't know how to view that one. I don't often think it makes a whole lot of sense to sign a guy or pick up a guy at full price that could likely be bought out. The Warriors did it with Chris Paul's contract, which I still don't understand. Even though they wanted to get rid of Jordan Poole's contract, which is understandable, but to take on Chris Paul's contract, which is just like 5 minutes away from being bought out, is still very difficult for me to wrap my head around. This seems a little more reasonable because I think Gordon Hayward's more likely to help OKC. And he's going to really help. He's going to be a great player for them off the bench. But he spent a hell of a lot of money to make sure that he didn't go somewhere else. That's basically what it comes down to. You're gonna pay his entire salary. That's I don't know if I do that if I'm OKC. I understand the need to bring in a player, but to love Gordon Hayward that much is a bit much for me. He's a bit overvalued out there. I just let that thing get stretched to take my chances in the buyout market. But then again, I walk away without him because he ain't coming to OKC. And that's what we know if that were to be the case. So I don't know if I agree with that for OKC. I don't hate it because Gordon is playing good enough this year to make him somebody you definitely want. But $31 million worth of him for just half a season? Hell no, I'm not doing that. However, I do want to get off that Davis Bertans contract if I'm OKC, and if this is the way to do it, 31 is coming off the books at the end of the season. It's a salary dump. So, you know what I mean? I get it, I guess, but I still don't like the idea of it when you consider that Gordon Hayward would have been signed for $1 million if you just would have let him hit the buyout market. He'd have been signed for $1 million. And it hurts him because that's a $1 million out of his pocket because his contract still would have got stretched at 31. You see what I'm saying? So now he has to be without the buyout market money because of this decision. So that sucks for him, in my opinion, especially going to OKC. He's a nice team, but he's coming off the bench for them, of course. And I just think he's needed in other areas even more than OKC. OKC doesn't necessarily need him at all. They could use him to boost their bench, but they don't need him. So I don't know, man. I don't love it for OKC. I don't love it unless they just want that $31 million to come off their books outright. I think this is weird. But getting rid of Davis Bertans makes a lot of sense. And for the Hornets are just doing stuff, man. I don't get the Hornets, man. I don't understand nothing that's going on coming out of the Hornets. I heard that Miles Bridges is going to veto. I guess he has a no trade clause, it seems. The way that they worded it, he's going to veto any trade that comes out of the Hornets for him because he wants to stay loyal to the organization who gave him a chance when he was going through some difficulties. If they're looking to trade you, you're not doing them any favors by vetoing their trade. So that's just a very wild statement coming out of Charlotte right now. It's wild, bro. It don't make no sense. In a sense that if I decided it's in my best interest to move you, you tell me no, you don't move me because I'm loyal to you. If you're loyal to me, then you'll help me by getting the hell out of here, if that's what I'm intending to do, to get rid of you. Plus, he scored 47 points in the last game, 45 points against the Lakers. And I was trying to figure out if is he trying to get traded or is he trying to stay? And usually when people shoot and play well, they're trying to stay. So maybe his objective is to stay with Charlotte. Why would anyone want to be? I don't know. Nothing over there is making any sense. I think everybody out there is in the twilight zone right now. Free Brandon Miller. That's really what I got to say about Charlotte. So, yeah, man, that is the news thus far. I'll keep it sending what it is I have your way. Hopefully it uploads in a speedy way. And if not, then we'll go live later on. Of course, I won't do these little videos for every trade as the day trickles in. But since they're coming in at the pace they are, I'm able to react to them individually. So that'll change. But for now, BDF 44. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out.